To summarize that for someone to just know, like, okay, these are my people, this is who I'm going to stick with, right? How could we summarize that, especially when you're talking to younger audiences, hearing that that's an area that you're going to focus on with HBCUs?
Yeah.
How do you summarize that for someone who has either never voted or someone who is jaded with the entire process?
Absolutely. So a couple of things are really, really important to the younger generation. Number one is student loan debt. We talked about housing a little bit earlier and how crushing that is, but like, imagine coming out of school, you're getting your first job, which probably isn't paying the most. And then you've got student loan debt that is like crushing because the cost of education in this country has truly skyrocketed. This is a conversation that I'm having as we're trying to do some exchange programs and finding out why our exchange numbers are down. It's a constant conversation that we're having. So having an administration that actually wants to help with that and actually wants to defray that cost. We know this administration relieved $174 billion worth of student loan debt, and that was despite what Trump's Supreme Court decided to do. They are people that understand that if we can get that off of you, then you can potentially have an opportunity to actually start to build wealth. And here's the deal. It did not say this is for Black folk, but we did have the data. We did have the number. Black people are disproportionately burdened by student loan debt. Period. So I knew when I would walk into Black spaces, like when I went and talked to Delta, when I went and talked to Omega down at their conclave, I knew I was in a room of college educated folk because they're Greek, and I knew what the numbers were. So I would ask a question that I didn't know the answer to, which was, how many of you have student loan debt? The majority of the room would raise their hand, over 90%. Then I'd ask, how many of you have had your student loan debt relieved? And hands would go up.